Hi everyone, it's Anahata. How are you? I have got my hands full. I even have my phone down here tucked away. Welcome to another episode of On the Water. It has been a little windy, but I just wanted to do this broadcast today because many of you, and actually most of you who listen to me, you're very well aware of what's happening, but some of you may stand to remember and to be reminded. So thanks for joining me live as we go out on another Out on the Water segment. Here we go. So today's episode is going to be all about WTAF is really going on. What is going on? And, I don't swear blatantly, but I feel like what the actual F is quite relevant. I think we should be that enraged and that alarmed, for lack of a better word. But I want to also pull the lens back onto, as we go out on the water, taking this long road to the water, looking at this beautiful foliage here in Southwest Florida. What is going on? And what is happening actually is really good. All of it, even the things that appear to be abrasive or, detrimental or diabolical. Okay, so what's actually happening is the Earth is ascending. We are ascending. We are going into the 5D. Now, this is happening whether or not the dense vibration wants it or not. It has nothing to do with how manipulative they are, or if I've heard of a lot of people saying, it's good against evil. And really, it's not. It's about evolution, and it's about integrating the collective shadow. So I wanted to talk to you briefly today about what that is, what the AF is actually happening, so that you can use it to give yourself some peace of mind as we ascend, as we go into these higher and higher realms of vibration. We are awakening all the karmic ties, all of the bondage, all of the trauma collectively. It's all coming to the surface, and it is appearing as fear. And in that way, you can actually look at the powers that be that are orchestrating all of it as having a very important role. Because if you haven't, seen it firsthand, I don't know, maybe you're living under a rock, people are awakening at an incredible rate, okay? 5 years ago, when I was talking about the 5D and ascending and all of that, people would look at me like I had 5 heads. Nowadays, people are like, yeah, what the AF is going on? And so people by the millions are waking up to the reality that we've been lied to, that we are sovereign beings, that we are so worthy of the technology that has been hidden from us. Guys, I for one am so excited about when the full disclosure happens later this year. And we'll shift into that for just a second. But guys, there's all sorts of amazing, incredible technology that has been suppressed, that was given to us by ascended, light beings and the Galactic Federation, etc. And, this is like anti-gravity. We're talking med beds, some really cool technology that would be very useful at this time. And it was suppressed and hidden and reserved for the elite because they wanted to maintain that lower density of vibration as long as they can, because why? They cannot exist in the higher planes. They will not be coming with us. And we have reached a threshold with millions joining daily. And the first question you ask is, what the hell is actually happening? And guys, so it's really important to remind yourself as people around you are buying into the chaos and lies and manipulation, and they are still not seeing what is happening. And it's getting, more and more ridiculous every day. If you're still tuned in to the news, I suggest unplugging. But if you are, it's getting more and more in plain sight and more outlandish and ridiculous. And so it's almost humorous, the narrative that they are hoping we all buy into, hoping we all remain in this fear and chaos. Nope, ain't happening. We are sovereign beings, and it is the light workers, way showers, those that have already done the work, so to speak, that are leading the way. Because those that are listening to me, you probably have already been through the dark night of the soul. You remember when, and it may have happened many times, but in this lifetime especially, we are all here to remember. We are all here to resolve and restore through unveiling that amnesia plane of being, that 3D paradigm, that ego-based, self-centric, singular, fear-based point of view. That is going away, and it's going away very quickly. And as I said before in this broadcast, it's going away whether they want it to or not. And so even in their last, stand, so to speak, as this is all coming to the surface, disclosure is going to be very, very hard for a lot of people because, and in fact, you see it a lot with the response of cognitive dissonance, right? It takes work to integrate the shadow. You cannot bury it. That's what the shadow is. And so people who get uncomfortable when we talk about child trafficking, about drinking blood, about tunnels underneath the earth all around that have been around for hundreds, if not thousands of years, those people are activating a cognitive dissonance response. Of course, we don't want to believe that that is true, but that doesn't mean that it isn't true just because you're uncomfortable with it. And so this is part of the shadow integration process. This is part of the dark night of the soul. Everyone taking a look at the dark corners of the collective consciousness, and then with compassion, love, and ease, moving forward into an elevated state through that grand awareness beyond self, out of the ego, and into the Aquarian age. And so guys, it's windy, so I'm not going to go out on the boardwalk today, but I just wanted to do this episode to tell you that's what's going on. And yes, we are continuing to see the parody play out through the media, through the false presidency, through all of this stuff that's happening. And it's cracking me up as well, because a lot of this, people would be like, oh, you're a conspiracist. It's no longer a conspiracy. Okay, so that word was actually embedded into the public psyche as a way to disarm anyone that was hovering over the truth back in the 50s with Project Mockingbird, with the 3-digit agency, which I will not name so that I don't get banned and marked as false. And it's just so funny that even the false checkers, the fact checkers, saying things are false when they're real. This is polarity. This is flipping truth on its ass. This is what we are doing. This is the work to explore, to awaken, to say, actually, WTAF is happening, and asking questions, doing your own research, looking beyond the narrative, right? That is awakening. That is what awakening is. And so for that reason, I'm super excited about what's happening around the globe, because despite the appearance of, the world being doomed, Armageddon is actually transcendence. It is total transformation. And the fire element doesn't feel good, but it can when you center into the center and balm yourself in truth. And so to do that, I wanted to just program water today with the assisting frequency of what came up out of the Anahata Codes Book of Codes. Specifically, I was drawn to, oh, someone's gonna fish, that's cool. I was drawn to page 23, row 3, and it's a flower essence. And so how fitting, because flower essence works on the emotional layer. And you know, when I pull these codes for these episodes, it's for the collective, it's for what is needed. And I was super astonished and excited to find out more about Wisteria flower essence, because really it's the flower essence that snaps you back into the now. So there's a lot of people, as I said, with cognitive dissonance. They are not moving into the 5D because the perception of pain is too hard to bear. So they're anchoring in the past, pretending things aren't as they are. This can take form as any type of escapism. Even super spiritual people can be, you know, there's a thing called spiritual bypassing, when you're actually when you're not incorporating the shadow, you're energizing the shadow, that polarity. And so it's about integration, not separation. So this code is about stabilizing, having basically the guts to stick around in this now moment. Guys, you're here for a reason. You came, okay, it takes thousands of years to evolve very slowly over time, and we are going from the 3D to the 5D in the span of a decade. That's a lot, but it's also one of the most exciting things we can be a part of in history, to see what we're going to see and what we're already feeling and what we're going through as humans as we evolve into superhumans. It's absolutely incredible. And guys, over the next year, we're going to be disclosed fully with all of the shadow of the collective globe, and we're going to have to integrate that. So the sooner we can come to terms with our center point and anchor in the now moment without deflection, blame, anger, resentment, you know, gaslighting, denial, or being tempted to just escape, either through denying forward into spirituality and bypassing the now, or retroactively living in the past. This code for Wisteria is going to help us in a loving and nurturing way to center in the now moment, to see its value, to see its purpose, to see the big picture. If we zoom way out, this is actually what is needed for the billions of people on Earth to ascend as quickly as possible. This is like the mega global red pill, if you will. Okay? So I hope this message brings you peace. I know that this code will. And also, once we install it now, I'm going to go ahead and infuse this water with it as well. So I'm going to just get the code ready, and I'm hiding out behind this beautiful palm tree. It's got beautiful moss all around it because it's so windy. So here we go. If you could put your left palm up and your right hand on your heart. Oh look, they're going to set up a little hammock there. Truly, I live in the most magical park. It's in my backyard. And every day I have people from all around the world coming for their vacation, and they're like, wow, this is so amazing. And I'm like, I know. It is incredible. Okay, so Wisteria, here we go. Left palm up, right hand on your heart. We ask for, align with, and allow this Anahata code. With gratitude, we activate the assisting frequency for Wisteria flower essence. 37111849 37111849 37111849 37111849 37111849 37111849 37111849 Now both hands on your heart and breathe with gratitude. It is so. All right, so I want to make sure I didn't miss anything with regards to Wisteria, because I actually believe that it also helps I'll just read this and then explain why I also think that this is so important. And then guys, as you program the water through being a carrier, right? You just installed the code, and if not, go back and do so in replay. Next, we will program and project that into the structure of the water, and then I will end by walking out and infusing the bay. And again, just a drop is enough power to transform and shift through the molecules of the water all the way around the world, interestingly enough. And this is not something I just made up in terms of the vibrational reach. You can look up the studies about people tracking dilution of vibration in water equivalent to 1 drop in the Atlantic Ocean. So water is a supercomputer. Water is life. Water carries cohesion. It's going to carry this message far and wide, this support, through the activation of this code. So Wisteria, I'll read this for you, is indicated for those who resist inhabiting the here and now because they long for an imaginary time in the past beyond the scope of their experienced lifetime, when they believe that the world must have been more simple, more magical, and somehow richer. It allows these people to see and to directly experience the elegance and grandeur of their own lives, no matter how mundane or scary the moment seems. It differs from honeysuckle essence in that Wisteria types long for an imagined past rather than an actual time in their own history. Wisteria flower essence is also helpful for healing from sexual traumas, okay? It allows one to come back into a comfortable relationship with their body. Okay, so guys, this is key because as we support these dear souls that have been sexually molested and tortured, essentially, that they're rescuing these people, these children and women from these underground tunnels. You can do some research if you want to look them up. It's DUMBS, D-U-M-B-S, deep underground military bases. I hope I don't get censored for saying it. Of course, no one wants people to know about these. It's been going on for quite some time. That is what is all the reality of the earthquakes that keep happening. It's actually the good guys, the white hats, blowing up all of these bases. And so the medbed technology is being used to resuscitate and revitalize and get secure these poor souls that have been screwed over so harshly. And so Wisteria is going to also aid in that collective transition back into a space of security, that it's okay to inhibit your body right now in this time-space reality as we ascend. So a great balming effect in that regard. Okay guys, so I'm going to go ahead and now charge this water, and then I will go out to the water with you. And we'll dump it. Now, if you haven't gotten a glass of water, go do so. Otherwise, listen and replay. Fantastic technology coming through. I'm remembering from my moon roots and how water holds memory and really essentially is a supercomputer awaiting your wishes. It's fascinating when you dive into the capabilities of water, and since we are 72% water, it's basically your opportunity to structure and then partake of, to literally upgrade your DNA in real time. So more on that at Hollowell Coated Water if you're curious. Also, I am starting a whole new studio called Water Bending Studio. It's going to be online and eventually in person as well. And I'm going to teach you how to bend water, basically my fancy way of saying structure water, using this incredible technique that has come through my awakening in the last few months since I started structuring my water, using this ancient technique that I remember from being a Muin 17,000 years ago. I know, crazy, but hey, what can you do when you receive this info? It's pretty fun to explore and then verify through the various scientific studies, which are all pointing to this being absolutely the case. And now we can take back that technology and leverage it. through people like me and others that are remembering. So let's go ahead and just structure this water. It's going to be pretty quick. I'm going to infuse this water and turn it into H3O2, 3 hydrogen, 2 oxygen. And what that does is the molecules, instead of H2O, you imagine like a hydrogen atom with 2 oxygen, right? Being this sort of unfinished triangle. And then if you imagine H3O2, which is, 2 of these joining hands, I like to call it, joining hands. And it's that unifier, and then it connects and it forms this honeycomb structure, which is no longer water. It's called crystalline water. And what is happening is the EZ zone is increasing, which is the amazing substance of H3O2. More in my workshop coming up, but let's just see. I want to make sure this has enough time. And guys, this is a fractal process. It replicates spontaneously, instantaneously once you activate. So go ahead now, and I want you to imagine the water in your hand. If you have a glass of water in replay, I highly recommend you do. Take a sip of that water first as a benchmark, so you can see the difference, taste, touch, feel the difference, the texture's difference. It's going to taste smoother, wetter, sweeter. But anyway, staring now at this vial, which has been infused with Wisteria and also optimized, structured. That's step 1, getting the palette ready. And then step 2 is uploading the information. So I just uploaded Wisteria, and now that's coming through the water molecules into your water, as well as the sanctification, optimization, conversion of the H3O2. It is done. So go ahead and take a sip, and then I'm going to walk with you out on the windy water. We're going to pour the rest into the bay. Right beyond that stretch of land right there, guys, is the Gulf of Mexico. So how fun that we get to imbue and project and infuse the waters of the world very quickly with this wish of Wisteria, through the definition, through the essence, through the Anahata codes. And love you guys so much. I'm going to taste my water now, and then we'll go out there. Oh yeah, one of my favorite quotes from someone doing this said, "The water tastes like love." I know, right? Okay, it's going to be windy, but let's go out there, and then we will end the broadcast. Much love to you and yours. Replay this if you missed any portion of it. I think it's an important episode. WTAF is going on. All is well. That's what is going on. All you have to do is follow me. It's going to be in my thread, the replay. I'm glad you're back, Chandra. Hi, Heather. How are you? Hey, Laura. Hi, Inez. And Bart. And everyone joining. If you're watching in replay, I'm sorry, if you're just now watching, tune in backwards, right? When I'm done, go ahead and watch the replay. It's a foggy day here on Lemon Bay in Southwest Florida, but the weather is gorgeous. It's 70, 75, and the wind is so amazing. So it was so foggy this morning and cool looking. You can still see some of the fog over here. And I'll just let you tune in and tap into the water as I pour this blessed water into the bay, okay? See here. And then we'll wrap up, okay? See if you can see me do it. Where's the camera? There we go. Ready? And that's plenty of water. Oh, cool. My vial is singing us a song. That's cool, like a flute. Can you hear it? It's not doing it down there, but up here it is. Wisteria in the house. All is well, guys. We just have this little bit of stretch to be warriors. And the way you can be a warrior is to be present. Do the work. Integrate that shadow. Transcend. All is well. You are loved. We are loved. We are witnessing the most amazing transformation. And, 2020, stemming from 2012, right? The Great Awakening, and it's amping up. We are being tossed into the fire of transformation, but it doesn't have to hurt, guys. It doesn't have to hurt. And fear is an illusion. So tap in, tune in, go within, find people who are giving you uplifted information. Learn how to structure your water. Guys, it's just $1. That's all it costs. I require an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement. The powers that be don't want technology like this getting out. And so I need to know that you aren't going to share this information. How we do it, it's so simple. And you can download those instructions for $1 at hollowellcodedwater.com. And going to be silent now as we honor the sacred space of the water that is the cohesion, the unifier, the carrier, the giver of life. And I love you guys so much. Hi Brenda, hi Karen, hi Roberta, I love you. Fernally, everyone, live and in replay. God bless you on your path. And you are here for a reason. Thank you on behalf of humanity for the work you are doing to anchor in the light, to be the 5D in this dimension. We are not escaping. We are fully empowered and solid in our sovereignty as we go, and the world is transforming through you. You're amazing. Love to you all. God bless. We'll talk soon. I'm expecting this big dolphin to just jump out of the water. I feel so happy. Hopefully this has brought you joy, peace, confidence, and also if you feel emotional, it's natural. Let it go. Tears are complex. Water, release. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.